Good day, yogis. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit our website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for verification. Costs about $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and then the videos are then uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. So please visit any of those platforms for classes at any time. If you're thinking about coming to in-studio classes, make sure you visit the website again and look for the instructions on how to pre-register for class. The text is in pink, so look for that section. There is a waiver that you need to download and then e-sign and reattach to the email when you pre-register. So it's very important to do that because that is part of the contact tracing that I've implemented. Kindly make sure you do that. So today's class is basics. It is a level 1. We're working with more fundamental poses and alignment. If you're working with any kind of injuries, special conditions, or limitations, please be mindful to make some good decisions about what is appropriate, what is not appropriate for your practice, right? If you're working with something that is an injury in particular, right, really important not to perpetuate or actually create any new injuries. So please make sure you check in. All right, for those of you with tight hips, tight lower back, elevate and sit up on a block, and that will make your cross-legged position a lot more comfortable. Let the palms face up. Fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. As you ground evenly through your seat, allow the shoulders to broaden, lengthen through the spine, connect to the breath, breathing only through your nose. And start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vashtan, Sarva Vashtan, Gato Piva, Yaha Smari, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Vihyendraha, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll back, opposite side, roll to center. A few more rounds in that same direction. And chin back to center and pause. Taking the opposite direction. Come back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks and extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands supporting to either side and turn your toes toward each other and then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend, twist to the right. Come back to center, arms up. Other side. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center, other side. Back to center, legs forward, forward fold. Take it back up again, soles of feet together, knees apart. Let's take some gentle butterflies just to encourage a little bit more openness into the hips. All right, come back to stillness. Let's take a forward fold. Grabbing the ankles, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to hinge at the hips to draw forward. If you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs for a little bit more hip opening, go ahead and take it. Take it back up again. Swing the legs back behind you, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs. Inhale, take it forward into your plank and lower all the way down to the floor. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Elbows alongside the ribs, broadening the chest. Your belly and your ribs, lower ribs are on the floor. On the exhale, lower almost all the way down, just for a breath, and then lift up a little bit higher again. This time, belly and lower ribs away from the floor. Elbows still drawn back, engaging elbow back. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up all the way as high as you can. If you cannot take full extension of the arms yet, that's okay. Keep the elbows slightly bent. Just come higher. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And gently start to lower all the way down and then child's pose. Taking the seat toward the heels. Now, press your hands strongly against the floor and really traction against the floor so that you can push your seat further back and down toward the heels as you fold. And come up to a kneeling position. You're sitting on top of the heels. Take the hands into a fist, interlace them, and take some figure eights with your fist. Come back to center. Reverse that movement, a reverse figure eight. And just to bring some mobility and movement to your wrists. All right, start to release. Keep your fingers interlaced, press your palms forward, and then arching your fingers, right? Arching your hands. And then reach up and overhead, working into your shoulders. Now, if you want to lift the heart center, your sternum slightly upwards for back bend, gently looking up, take it. And start to release. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles away from your seat, lean the upper torso back and looking upwards once again. Come back to neutral, release your hands forward. Interlace your fingers the other way, okay? And then take figure eights again. So this is the non-dominant interlacing of the hands. Come back to center and reverse that figure eight. Come back to stillness, press your palms forward, and then raise it up to a slight back bend. Come back to neutral. Wrap the hands back behind you. Take the other thumb on top. So non-dominant interlacing of the hands again. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles away from your feet. And lift up and slightly back. Release. Then walk your hands forward. Tuck the toes under. Now stay here on your knees and just shift your weight back toward the heels and really press into the toes. Get some flexibility into your toes. And you should also feel a nice stretch into the arch of the foot. And then press into your toes, lift the knees, and start to straighten out the legs. You might even need to walk back a little bit. And taking pedaling of the legs in your down dog. All right, come back to stillness. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right forward between your hands, back heel comes down, warrior one. Take the arms up high. Right toes point straight forward, right knee directly over the heel, vertical line with your shin. Left heel at an angle, back leg is straightened. Squaring the hips forward, torso squares forward, arms up high. Open it up, warrior two. Arms are parallel to the floor, reaching opposite directions. Check your front knee again. The front knee should be still lined up directly over the heel, and you should be able to see the inside of the foot. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, side angle. Either right arm to top the right leg, or right hand to the floor if you have more range. Left arm reaching up, side angle. Inhale, take it up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tip the left hip slightly back in space as you reach your right arm further forward. Right hand to tap the shin if you're less flexible, right? If you have a little bit more range in you, you can go a little bit further down the shin. But of course, if you can take the right hand all the way down, full range of the pose. Triangle. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse your triangle, right arm up and back. Then bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right the back plank, and let's lower all the way down to the floor. Sphinx, walk your hands forward. Lower your forearms down, grab opposite elbows. Then your forearms are down to the floor, parallel to each other. Make sure you line up your shoulders with your elbows, vertical line, so you end up with 90 degrees. Then press your belly and your lower ribs to the floor, which flattens your lower back. Reach your toes back actively. Then press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition, so that deepens your mid-back bend. Now, gaze is looking forward, right? You're not looking straight forward because that crunches the back of the neck. You're looking forward and slightly down, so you're in a more neutral position with the back of the neck. So you're feeling lengthiness through the back of the neck. All right, come out of the pose. Draw the elbows outwardly to lower the upper torso. Walk your hands back, tuck the toes under. Press up into a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it up again. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Left toes point straight forward, left knee over the heel. Ground to the back heel, straighten back leg. Square the hips forward, torso forward, arms up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two, arms are parallel. Again, you should always check the inside of the foot you should be able to see the inside of the foot. Left knee is directly over the heel in your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left arm to top of left leg, or left hand to the floor for the full expression of that pose in side angle. Inhale, take it back up, reverse your warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Tip the right hip back, left hand forward. Left hand to top of the shin. If you're a little less flexible, a little higher, right? A little bit more range, go further down. And of course, if you have more flexibility, left hand directly to the floor for triangle. Inhale all the way back up, reverse your triangle. And bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Again, Sphinx. Hands forward, grab opposite elbows, arms at 90 degrees. Press your belly and your lower ribs to the floor to flatten your lower back. Reach your toes strongly back. Press your forearms down to lift the chest. And again, gaze is slightly forwards and downwards. Now, for those of you who want more hip opening, maybe open up the knees and touch your heels. And then once you touch your heels, your feet should be moving downwards. Right? Do you feel the intensity into your hips? And start to release. Take it all the way back. Then to lower your torso, move the elbows outwardly to lower the torso. Hands alongside the rib cage. Tuck the toes. Press back up into a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Take the left hand to catch your right wrist. Pull up. Side bend left. Take it back to center. Switch hands. Extend. Side bend right. Take it back to center, arms up and forward. Right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right elbow. Gently pull here, getting more openness and space through the outer right shoulder. Then reach your right hand forward, flip the palm, reach your right arm up and back. With your left hand, pull the right elbow back in space. So you're now opening up the underside of the shoulder joint. Release, warrior one, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So again, you can take a modified position with the arm to top the knee or the right hand to the floor. Left palm facing down and reach forward. Extended side angle. Take it back up. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Then lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right hand to top of the shin, a little bit lower, or directly to the floor. And the left palm facing down and reach forward. Take it back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Right hand to catch your left wrist. Extend. Side bend to the right. Back to center. Switch arms. Extend. Side bend to your left. Back to center. Arms up. Reach your arms forward. Left hand to your right shoulder, right hand to your left elbow. Pulling here, getting more openness to the outside of the left shoulder joint. Reach your left hand forward, flip the palms, reach your left arm up and back. With your right hand, pull back your left elbow. Take it back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Modify with the elbow to top of the leg or hand to the floor. Right palm facing down, reaching forward at a diagonal. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, extended triangle. So again, modifying, hand to the shin or to the floor, right palm facing down and reach forward, extended triangle. Take it back up, reverse triangle, bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank, inner one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer, interlace, press your palms forward. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend front knee, press forward and twist. So it's one movement. Lengthen front leg, reach forward and up. Bend the front knee, reach forward and twist. Lengthen front leg, reach forward and up. Bend the front knee, reach forward and twist. Stay twisting. Release your right hand behind you, half bind. Lean the torso forward, hook the left arm, outer right knee, a twisted lunge. Take it up and around and reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, left arm up and half bind it. Left hand behind you now. Again, your right hand can be down to the floor or elbow to the knee, but the left hand is behind you for the half bind. Keep the half bind, come up, reverse warrior. Then lengthen out the right leg, half bound triangle. Right hand to tap the shin, higher or lower, or directly to the floor. Then raise your left arm up, left hand to the floor, let's revolve it. Left hand stays to the floor, right leg stays extended, right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind, twist deeper. Bend the right knee and stay. And come all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inner one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee toward the nose. Kick it up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer, but take the other thumb on top and press forward. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist. Center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Stay twisting to your left. And then left hand behind you for the half bind. Reach your torso forward. Right arm out of the left leg for the twisted lunge. Inhale, take it up and around. Reverse warrior. Half bound side angle. Left hand inside the foot, right arm up, and then behind you, half bind. So again, the left hand can come to the floor, or you can modify it, elbow to the knee. Keep the half bind. Come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Half bound triangle. So again, hand to the shin or to the floor. Raise right arm up. Right hand to the floor. Let's revolve it. Left arm up to twist. Left hand behind you and deepen that twist. Stay here and bend your left knee and continue to twist. Come all the way up and around, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank. In a one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands, coming to a standing position. Take the feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, come up. Chair pose. In chair pose, you're bending at the knees. The knees come far enough forward, but you should still be able to look down and see your toes. So your knees should not be this far forward and the heels come off the floor. The heels should be not so far back that you lose your balance, right? So you should roughly line up the knees with your toes, and when you look down, you should be able to see your toes. That's your chair. All right, lengthen, lift up, and lean back slightly. Come back to vertical, stepping on the left foot, tree pose. All right, so you're still looking forward to the front of the room. I turned so that I can give you the front view of this pose. All right, so your foot should be above the knee joint or below the knee joint, right? So for those of you with tight hips, if you take the heel higher up, it might be too tight for your hips and you're going to lose your balance, right? So if that's the case, go a little bit lower, below the knee. What you do not want is to press your heel against the knee joint. You don't want to push your knee joint out of place, right? So go above, below the knee joint. Then take the arms up and out in a wide position. Keep the gaze at a fixed point to the floor, and that will help you with your balance. And in order to find balance, your breath has to be quiet. Your mind has to be quiet. Take a look at a fixed point to the floor, slightly ahead of you. All right, let's start to break. Arms back up, draw the right knee forward, step the right foot down, chair. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles away, lift up and lean back or back bend. And then on the exhale, start to fold forward. Release your hands, bend the knees, reach the arms up, come back to chair. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to floor, bend the knees, and step the right foot back, crescent moon. Right knee comes to floor. Now, for those of you with sensitive knees and you need some cushioning, you can take the knee to a blanket, a towel, something like that. If you don't have cushioning, you can roll up your mat right side towards center, and that would double up your mat. All right, so once you have the right knee down, firmly planted, you want to make sure that the left heel, the front heel, should also be flat to the floor. And you want to line up the knee with your heel in a vertical line. Right? Once you have that, you're nice and stable. Walk your hands top the thighs and continue to lunge forward. Get a nice deep stretch into the front of the right leg, the quads, right, into the right hip. And once you have a nice stable position, press your hands into your thighs and lean the upper torso slightly back. And then gently start to look up. So this is the beginning of the back bend, right? If you're nice and stable here and you're ready, you can always take your hands up for Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing, other fingers are interlaced. Right? You can take it here. If your arms being this far back is very tight for your shoulders, your arms can go straight up or maybe even forward. If your hands together is still too tight for you, you can take your hands a little bit wider. just kind of play with your range of motion, right? You want to be able to keep the arms as extended as possible and even with each other, and then going as far back as you can. So that can take many forms. All right, let's start to break half split. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under. And start to shift your hips back in space to line up over the right knee. So you want a right thigh that is vertical. Then flex your left foot so you can get the stretch to the back of the left leg, supporting with your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, right? So you're hinging at the hips, but you always want to keep the spine as straight as possible. Right? So keeping a neutral spine will isolate the movement to just your legs and folding at the hips rather than just rounding the spine. Right? So in this position, if you're doing it with a more neutral spine, you should feel some level of stretch to your lower back as well. And that's what you're looking for. Right? If you want to test this out and you just want to round the spine, right? If you just disengage and round the spine, what are you feeling to your lower back? Right? So immediately you would have lost that stretch to your lower back, right? This is not what we're looking for. We want a neutral spine. This will give us a proper, efficient stretch to your left leg as well as the lower back. All right, let's come out, step the left back down, walk your hands slightly forward to frame your left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and let's twist, left arm up. Half moon, take the left hand forward about a foot, a little up to left side. Now for those of you with blocks, or if you need blocks, need a book or a water bottle, something like that, it's quite helpful to help you come into alignment in your half moon. You're going to shift forward, stepping on the left foot, a little bit too close. Stepping on the left foot, stack the right side over your left, reach your right arm up, and right heel back. So I like to keep the gaze looking to the floor to help with my balance. Right? Once you're nice and steady, if you want to challenge your balance, you can look upwards past your right hand. Right? If that's shaky, take the gaze back to the floor. All right, when you're ready, start to step it back for Warrior 2. Reverse Warrior. And then the hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands once again. Feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, rise up, chair. So again, taking your chair, looking down. You should be able to see your toes. Then keep a more neutral spine. So rather than rounding and reaching forward like this, I want you to think about a neutral spine, which means you're looking slightly forward and reaching the arms up. Then lengthen out the legs, lift up and tip it back slightly. Come back to neutral. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee, tree pose. Sole of the left foot, inner right thigh, above the knee joint or below the knee joint. Then take the arms up and out. Now once you steady your balance, make sure that the left thigh, right, is opening, or the left knee is opening out, right, to the left. Right, so you want to maintain the spread of the front of the hips. And start to break. Take it back up. Left knee forward. Step the left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to floor. Bend the knees. Step the left foot back. Crescent moon. Left knee comes down. All right, so again, if you need padding to your left knee, take your blankets or your towels. You can double fold your mat. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. Make sure that the right knee lines up with the heel, right foot should be flat. Lunge forward. Get into the stretch of the quads, into the hips. Then press your hands into your thighs. Lean the upper torso slightly back and gently looking up. When you're ready, nicely solid with your foundation, then you're ready to take the arms up for being a smooth rock. Start to release your hands to either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and shift your hips over your left knee. So this is your half split. Right? You want a vertical line here. Flexing your left foot, getting the stretch your back of the right leg. Hands to the either side of the leg. Inhale, lengthen. Keep that neutral spine and hinge at the hips. Take it forward. Begin to step the right foot back down. Frame your right foot. Lift the left knee. Let's twist. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot. Look up to right side. Use your right hand to block if you need it. I like to keep the gaze looking down to the floor. It keeps me quite steady. Left arm reaching up, left heel is reaching back. Foot is strongly flexing. Begin to break. Step it back. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. Plank. Inhale one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands, and then take the knees down. Let's sit on the heels. So your inner thighs and the heels together. And draw the feet toward the heels. So you are feeling for a nice stretch through the quads, through your knees, your shins, and the tops of the feet and ankle joints, right? So as you draw the feet toward the heels, I want you to think about a neutral spine, right? You tend to kind of get lazy and round, right? I want you to think about lifting your sternum, your heart center up. Now, as you lift up, I don't want you to feel so stiff, right? I want you to feel a natural lift and a heightening and a lengthening of the spine, but without rigidity, right? So I don't want you to be really tense and stiff around the shoulders either. I just want you to be broad and lengthened. Right? So once you have all that, let the hands come to the floor to either side of your hips. Now, depending on the length of your arms and length of your torso, if you're able to tense your fingers and reach down. Now I want you to think about lengthening the sides of the neck and reaching the crown of the head up as you press your fingertips down. Now, if your arms are longer, right, you're not, maybe when you press your fingertips down, you have to bend your elbows, right? If that's the case, move the hands wider. When you move your hands wider, essentially you're shortening your arms, right? So if that's the case, move your hands wider so that you can get lengthy arms as you take the resistance of your fingertips to the floor, reach a crown of the head upwards. Right, so we're looking for lengthness in the spine here as we stretch into the quads, knees, shins, and tops of the feet. Let's take that into your back bend a little bit. Move your hands slightly back. Turn the fingertips forward and recline slightly back. But here, lift your chest, broaden your shoulders. Let's first take the gaze looking forward. Right, so as you lift your chest, draw the shoulders back, engage your shoulder blades toward each other. Now keep the chest lifted. Start to draw the head back in space. You're more in a neutral spine with your cervical spine. You're not dropping the head back. You're just gently looking slightly forwards and upwards. Now, your neck is strong and healthy. Then you can drop your head back. If not, then keep the gaze here, looking slightly forward and engaged. Otherwise, dropping the head back. but keep the chest lifted. All right, start to come back up. Lift the torso, walk your hands back forward, and then shift to your toes. Lift the knees, and gently walk it back to the down dog. Right? You should feel a nice tingliness with your legs and feeling for the recirculation of the legs. All right, inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to left side. All right, so let's look down to organize your feet. Your toes should be slightly closer than your heels. You're not turning too far in, right? You're just slightly turning in a little bit. What that does is it gives your outer legs a little bit more extension, a little bit more intensity. You just want a little bit more, not too much. Okay, hands to the hips. Lift up and lean it back for a slight back bend to prepare it for the forward fold. And come up to vertical. If you need to bend your knees a little bit in order not to possibly hurt your hamstrings, to come forward, hinging at the hips, let the hands come down. Then re-lengthen your spine, re-lengthen your legs, and then hinging at the hips to take it forward into the forward fold. And let the head release, let the legs be supportive, right? So you want to lengthen the legs the best you can so you can get lengthiness to the back of the legs, through the glutes, your lower back, and all the way down the spine to the crown of the head. Let's take lengthiness. Let's everyone take the hands to the floor. The best of your abilities, also lengthen out the legs. So that means that you have to walk your hands slightly further forward and do that, or walk your hands slightly further back. But only to the point that you have a vertical line with your arms and a horizontal plane with your torso. All right? Wherever you are here, you might even still be bending at the knees if your hamstrings are tight, right? So work with all those. I want you to just lengthen the spine and reach the crown of the head forward, tail back with lengthened arms and lengthened legs. And just stay here. All right, let's break. Bend at the knees, let the feet drop a little bit. Shift your weight back toward your heels. When you start to come up, keep the lengthiness of the spine and lift the upper back. Use the strength of the legs to carry you up for warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg. Turn the left toes to the right side. So again, let's check your alignment. Your feet, your toes should be slightly turned in. Heels are just a little bit wider. You should feel a greater extension to the outer legs now with that adjustment. Hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend. Let's give you a side view this time. Then as you come up, if you need to bend your knees a little bit to care for your hamstrings, you can do that. Or your legs are extended. And you're hinging at the hips to come forward. Right? And take the hands to the floor. Keeping the lengthiness of the spine, you want to re-lengthen. And then on the exhale, hinge at the hips to take it forward. If you need to keep a slight bending of the knees, keep it. Or do the best you can to lengthen out the legs. Let's twist. Right hand comes to center, left arm up to twist. Take a half bind, left hand behind you. Raise your left arm back up, switch sides, left hand down, right arm up into half bind and twist. Take the right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Re-lengthen, and let's stay here for the lengthiness of the spine. And then to come out, bend at the knees a little bit, shift your weight back toward your heels. When you lift from the straightened spine, use the strength of the legs to come up. Warrior two, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank, inhale one breath, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Pigeon, left leg up, left knee in toward the nose, land the shin to the floor. So you're in a pointed left toe position. You're standing on the left shin. Left knee, left thigh angles out to side at a 30 to 45 degree angle with your hands supporting. Inch your right knee further back so you can lower your feet a little bit more, untuck the back toes. Then also walk your hands back so you can lengthen your spine here. This is where you investigate. Pelvis level, spine straighter and taller. If you have all that set up, maybe you don't need your hands for support, and that's your test. When you're ready to make it forward, walk your hands forward, lower your forearms, or you can make pillows of hands and rest your forehead. All right. Walk your hands back in, make your way back up. Let's take a variation together. Take the left feet down. Swing the right leg around. Now intersect that right heel with your left ankle. Right? You're going to be sitting up tall, but you're only going to be sitting on the left seat. Your right seat actually comes off the floor. So you're sitting actually on the outer left leg, outer left seat, outer left hip. Okay? Let's twist. Right hand behind you. Wrap the left arm around the right knee and twist. Draw back to center. Counter twist. And then let's forward fold. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, reach forward, and fold. Take it back up. Re-extend the right leg all the way back. And through that pigeon, step it back to your down dog. Right leg up. Right knee in toward the nose. Land that shin to the floor. Point your right toe position. You're on your shin. Right knee, right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. Hands supporting. Inch your left knee further back. Untuck the toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate through the spine. Feel for your pelvis. Feel for your spine. Nice and level. Then make your way forward. Forearms down or hands as pillows and rest. All right. Let's make your way back up. Take the right feet down, swing the left leg around. You're going to intersect the left heel with your right ankle. So as I was saying before, you're sitting now on the outer right leg, outer right hip. The left feet comes off the floor. So you're actually tilting to the right a little bit. Actually, we have to twist first. My fault. All right. So actually, let's sit down evenly. Twist your left. My apologies. We have to twist first. Back to center. Counter twist. Back to center. Now we're coming forward. So again, readjust. You're going to sit on the outer right hip, outer right leg. Left feet comes off the floor. Right hand to your full support. Left arm is up. And as you reach forward, forward fold. And take it back up. Swing the left leg all the way back. Down dog. Pedal out. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the feet down. Extend the legs forward with your hands to either side. Slide the hands out as you lower onto your back. Take the left knee in and twist to the right. Take the left knee back to center. Switch legs. Switch arms and twist to the other side. Take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor, sliding the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Let it all go. Begin to draw the breath back in. Moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite direction. And then roll over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I really appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for verification. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and if you would like to visit my website instead, my YouTube channel instead, Simha Yoga Lab. The videos are on there also 24/7. The video quality and the audio quality on my YouTube channel is a little bit better. So if it's a little bit shaky on Instagram and Facebook, you can always check out my YouTube channel. So all those 3 platforms, the videos are there for your access 24/7. So please make use of that. Please also let your friends know that classes are happening. So let's spread the word, right? If you're thinking about coming to in-studio classes, please visit my website again, simhayoga.com, and the instructions are on there for pre-registration. You need to download the waiver and then also e-sign it when you reattach that file, sending it back to me on the pre-registration email. So please do all that. The instructions are on there on the website. All right, thank you for your time. Be well, take care. I will see you soon.